What happens when you're gonna go when you get older and that bald starts creeping in there? What do y'all put on that?
It's called therapy. That's what you do to deal with these things. Ball breaking with Mike and Steve. I'm Steve.
You're back.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mike. We have to say that because a guy at my job that watches us, he calls me Steve.
Yes.
Definitely calls me Steve. And I don't correct it. I just let it happen.
We're starting to impact people.
Let it go.
Look at this. It's our second time zooming, doing a Zoom cast.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you can consider this a Zoom cast. What do you consider this, Brian?
Yeah, I think this is definitely a Zoom cast. I mean, he's on Zoom, we're here, but it's a Zoom cast.
Yeah, Mike got soft. He didn't want to drive up. He thought it was icy. Either that's what the case may be, or he just didn't want to hang out with me and Brian today. One of the two.
Listen, I am black. Cold is our kryptonite. So I kept it home.
What's up, dude? How was your first ever Zoom comedy show? I gotta hear about this. You didn't take my advice. Weird shit.
I know. I learned with Steve. No, don't listen to Steve. Go for it on your own. And it actually turned out good. Not listening to you again paid off one more time. I'm noticing a trend. I'm not going to say anything, but it ended up being very fun. Very fun. You can see a couple of people. I had a couple of people I can talk bad about. Men and women were in their bed watching this. There was dogs walking by. It did get a little weird. Somebody went to the bathroom. I heard the toilet flush. So there was plenty of material. It was good. It was fun. I went through my set. I didn't have to do crowd. I just did my set, went through it. I actually heard laughs. Nobody booed me, which was good. Nobody booed me, so that was good. I think how they boo is they just turn the camera off. Like,
no, or you just see a screen, like when they do them Zoom rooms and you see that, like, you see them in the room. Sometimes they log on and they're just not there. That's their way of showing support. Like, that would never work for live comedy at a club. It's like, I bought a ticket, I didn't show up, came out to support you.
Just leave the tickets in the seat. They're about support.
But
it was fun. You should try it. You did one, right?
I did one. I thought it was weird.
I saw it. You did well. You did good. It was kind of weird. The one you had it from the chin up. We saw a couple of your chins, but your jokes were good.
Listen, I'm fully aware that I fell off with my diet. Don't mess with my emotions. All right? Don't mess with my emotions here. You done?
We can tell. You got a lot of clothes on today. You got a shirt, a hoodie, a vest.
Go fuck yourself.
There's a lot going on there. You got some Spanx under there?
Bro, listen, the last 2 weeks, everybody's starting to get comfortable because they're getting vaccinated. I'm getting welcomed to people's houses. And when you go to people's houses, they make roast pork. Right, Italians, they make roast pork sandwiches. They put the sharp provolone, the roasted peppers. They bake cannoli. But these people, they want you to eat till you're in pain. It's like the Italian logic. You can't have a piece of a sandwich. You can't have a taste of the cookie or cannoli. You have to eat till it hurts.
Yeah, the thing I always used to say is, if I go over a family member's house and I'm not hungry at all, how does it go?
It don't fly.
No, yeah. So if you're really hungry and you're going over a family member's house, you have to say you're just a little bit hungry, because then you'll get a lot of food. And you're for a little bit hungry.
That's so true.
If you're a little bit hungry, you have to say, I'm not hungry at all, because then they'll still give you just a little bit of food. But if you say you're not hungry, they're feeding you no matter what. So you got to fucking eat.
Mike, get this. If you come over to my parents' house one Sunday, we got to do it one Sunday. As a test, I'm going to make you say to my mother and father, I just ate 10 minutes ago. I'm not hungry. They're going to give you a basic standard universal dish of pasta and expect you to finish the whole thing.
I bet they won't. If I come over there acting real black, I'll show up and I'll have to-go containers waiting for me when I get there. Hey, when you make the plate, can you fill this up? They'll they'll get enough of me.
That's the Italian way. We leave with pan sheets full of food anywhere we go. Right or wrong, Brian?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I'm actually going to my mother's house right after we're done this, and I'll probably come home
With a container of gravy that you're going to freeze, and you'll have food for the next month.
Well, I'm hoping. I asked for meatballs, so I'm hoping she made the meatballs. We'll have some meatballs for dinner, and then she'll package me up some to take home, maybe that are already frozen. So that's what I had breakfast today at 10 o'clock, and I haven't eaten anything since then in preparation.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Wow.
I'll fast leading up to dinner. At
Such an American problem. It's too much food. They're rude, making me eat all this food. Such an American issue. It's hard. I understand it's hard. So many options and peppers, not just cheese. Would you say provolone sharp cheese?
Sharp.
Was that what it was?
Sharp provolone. That's my weakness.
That's your weakness.
And you'll notice as the time progresses, there's nothing that turns on an Italian woman more than a clean plate.
Wow, is that what it is? It won't be able to work. I'm a small guy. I don't clean plates. I'm not good at that.
I'm saying what you eat, it has to be completely empty.
Or they're gonna say, what? You don't like it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I
like
went over my buddy's house. His mother made roast pork sandwiches. When I left, she wanted to know why I didn't enjoy her food. He said, "What are you talking about? He had a whole sandwich. Yeah, he only had one." See that, Mike? You better be ready when I start taking you around in South Philly. You better be hungry. Don't eat for like a week.
I'll take you to my grandmother's house. She'll ask you, "What did you bring?" It's totally different over there. You can get your diet around my people, no problem. Just diet together.
Oh man, yeah, I am. I gotta admit,
I see you. You keep trying to close your jacket.
The clothes are getting a little snug.
Not connected there.
They are getting a little snug. It's over. It's over. It's over. You know, I'm. Listen, I got to face the fact. What do I enjoy doing as opposed to what I'm supposed to do? I enjoy eating a pound of gabagool. I don't enjoy going to the gym and sweating for an hour. I don't enjoy it. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying in general, food is a very big part of my life. It is a very big part of my life. I enjoy it. I think it's a culture thing.
Don't blame the culture. It's just you, Steve. Don't put the rest of them in it.
No,
take it by yourself. Take it on just by yourself on the chin.
Brian, how do you stay so lean? It's probably genetics.
Yeah, it's entirely genetics because I eat like absolute shit. But it's I think it's a cultural thing, and it's also a regional thing too. Like you don't see. I noticed when I moved down here, the food is nowhere near as good, obviously, as it is in New York or Philadelphia. But even like the part of South Jersey I'm from, Camden County, has way better food than they got down here. And people aren't into food as much as they are up where I'm from, and definitely not where you guys are from.
Yeah, it's not, and it's also not about how good the food is. I think locally in this area of Jersey, Philly, New York, going out to eat is, especially as you get older, is the way to socially interact. It's either that or drink. You know, which that's a challenge. Oh, by the way, I gave up for Lent. I kind of went back to the carbs. but
traded.
But for Lent, I gave up drinking completely because I kind of went back to the drinking. Now for Lent, I gave up drinking. So no alcohol.
I think you should do the drinking. You can wear short sleeves again for the summer. Just go back to the drinking and take the carbs out. That was better for you. I think it was better for you.
I don't like what you're doing, Mike. I don't like what you're doing here.
It's all about how much. You know what I mean? Like I see the coffee. Is that a large grande there?
That's my first coffee today. It's black, no cream, no sugar. I'm trying to stay away from all the.
That's for Black History Month.
Yeah, Mike. That's what it's for, Mike. That's what I was. There's too much fat on my setup. I got to stop this.
See, you gotta do you gotta watch the carbs on your food.
No, the
then
cream and sugar, that's what destroys you, dude. The coffee's good for you. The coffee's good for you. It's all the stuff that you put inside of it that'll have you dead by the time you're 56.
No, but the problem is the coffee has a lot of caffeine and that keeps you up to eat longer.
You got a point there. You know what I get out of this? You know what I get out of this? You know what the secret is to looking healthy and having energy? Adderall. and listen, I haven't dived into it, but I hear it works wonders. You can take over the world. Don't act like you don't know about it, Mike.
What, the Adderall?
I hear people talking.
You hear it?
I hear they listen. These down here on the streets, you hear about it.
Oh.
3:30 in the morning, you could run a marathon and do an hour set. It might be on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, but you could do it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Adderall takers out there. Must be down
in Atlantic City.
A lot of walking, a lot of board walking at unreasonable times out there.
When's the next show, dude? You got a show tonight? I
actually got a show tonight. Yeah, I got a show at Chuck's Alibi. You should be there. They got good food, Steve. Amazing food. Cheesesteaks. All kind of 3 different kind of cheeses you can put on it. Look at him blinking. He's feeling good. He's starting to enjoy it. I'm telling you, they got good food, good steak, seafood. Yeah, Common Ave. Come on out there and check it out. It's good. They got coffee.
Ain't it, you know what's sick about this? I'm actually thinking about going now just because he sold me with the steak sandwich. That's
yeah.
Crazy.
I might draw. I'm gonna be in Camden County. Maybe I'll take the trip up right after dinner for a second dinner.
A second dinner. Such an American.
What's the restrictions in Philly right now? Like, what time do shows start and have to end?
It start at 8 and we end them if the cops come.
No. Don't you have to be done by like 10 o'clock?
No, that's not. We don't.
Oh, that's stopped. I thought at 10 o'clock all indoor dining has to be stopped or any form of entertainment.
Well, Philly's not known for following many rules. We kind of they're guidelines. We use them as guidelines. So if something happens, then you can say, well, they were supposed to be in around 10, but you know what I mean? But we'll be there until they come get us. And they probably won't because it's cold.
I mean, I don't know how easy it is to like go to a bar right now and just shoot the shit. But, out here in Jersey, you got Atlantic City Comedy Club. You have AC Jokes. You have Uncle Vinny's in Central Jersey. I could take a ride down to Philly, hit up Helium.
Uncle Vinny's sound like your kind of place. You ever been there?
And guess what? I haven't.
What?
You would think my uncle's the owner.
You are a disgrace to your people. You ought to be ashamed.
I want to go down there and check out that club. I think Joey Diaz is headlining the night.
Oh yeah.
So I might go down there and check it out.
But definitely got to go out there, and got to get around. It's tough doing it during the winter. All this ice and snow, shoveling. Jesus, where are the kids? There's no kid shovelers anymore. I couldn't find any.
Yeah, Mike Marino was saying that last episode.
Oh God, it's horrible.
He was talking about how the hustle has changed. I'm talking over you. We're gonna have to cut this out. I'm just realizing that.
It's all right.
What'd you say?
I said I'm just realizing I'm like talking to you like you're right next to me and it's going. It's so technical. Oh my God. I don't know, Mike. He's doing a great job in here, Brian. You got to see it. The lighting. Yeah. I think the only thing we got to change, to be honest with you, I think we got to get a ball breaking sign back here.
Yeah, I've been looking into potentially even getting a green screen back there.
Oh, so we can switch it up.
Yeah, so we can like switch it up because I'm starting to record some other shows in here. So I figured if I get a green screen that I can just kind of hang on that wall, we can change it. Per episode, you know what I mean, or per show.
One up there, then that'll be nice. We can get real creative.
Yeah,
real weird. I got ideas.
Yeah, we can put whatever we want on it, really.
But like a strip club background, pole dancers and stuff.
You're gonna get me in trouble. Yo, Mike, you know what I noticed, bro? You used to you used to switch it up. Like you wouldn't wear your glasses on stage. You've been wearing glasses for like the past.
Oh,
after the pandemic, it's like, is this the new you? I'm just curious.
my jokes got better during the pandemic, so I can actually look at the crowd now. But if I'm having a bad set, I'm gonna take them off so I can't see the disappointed faces. That's what I like. Tonight I may take them off and just go up there and do it. And if they start clapping, I'll put them back on. That's what I do for it. It helps.
I'm noticing every podcast most of the podcasters we've done, I'm always wearing a Yankees or Phillies hat. And when I perform, I don't do that. But I don't think what people realize is we generally tape the show in the morning for me because I'm on that late night shift, comedy hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know how long it takes an Italian man to prep his hair properly. So I just
my
wake
God.
up, I put the hat on, and I get it moving.
How much equipment does it take to get the Johnny Bravo look?
50-cent piece full of gel, a quick little smack, boom, done. That's it. It's not as much work as you think, but if you have one little hair off the riff, you got to go right back into it.
Wow.
What product are you using right now?
Believe it or not, and I get a lot of criticism for this amongst my crew of friends. They think it's very bizarre. I use the cheapest out there. The cheapest gel at CVS or Walgreens with the 10. You know how it says level?
Yeah, the dial, yeah.
There's levels to this shit. There's a 4, there's a 5. I go for 10 or 12, the max.
Max old. So when I'm
and
using,
then a little 50-cent piece.
I'm on a combination of things. I tend to switch every 2 years or so, but right now I'm using, it's called BioSilk. It's a leave-in conditioner. I throw that in first. I brush it around, with my hands and kind of get the style to where I want it.
Oh, Mike's gonna break your balls.
And then on top of that, so that doesn't do any hold, but that gives me the shine and the silky smoothness.
Here comes Mike.
And then
he's waiting.
And so on top of that, I'm using an Axe brand in the little can.
Get him, Mike.
I'm using the paste, and that gives me the hold. All right, Mike, you're on the floor. Let's hear it.
What the hell?
Whoa! Who would think? Who would think?
It would be cheaper to get a weave. It really would. It would probably be way less work to get a weave.
No, so I buy the BioSilk at
Holy shit! I'm shocked right now.
BioSilk. It sounds mechanical. Like, what kind of science is involved?
It's a silicone product.
It's a silicone. The same thing they make titties with?
Yeah, and it looks great. I mean, I get complimented all the time. The first thing I'm going to do when I get to my mother's house is bait her into telling me I have a good hair day.
See that, Mike? It ain't just me, you ball busting prick.
Wow.
It ain't just me. All right.
The hair game is real. What happens when you're gonna go when you get older and that bald starts creeping in there? What do y'all put on that?
It's called therapy. That's what you do to deal with these things. Either that or you take it out on your wife. It's one of the two things, Mike. I'm trying to get you to understand how we think us Italian men. It's not good. It's not good.
Don't let it just shine. You can still feel it good. Put a little Grenoble wax on it or something. Let it shine out there. That'll still work. That will still work.
Part of me wants to try. I feel like I'm at that age where if you don't take risks now with your hair, you might never get that opportunity.
Wait, what
Dude,
kind
that
of risks
opportunity-
are we taking?
What I mean by that is, you know how? Okay, say I wanted to try once in my life to grow my hair down to my shoulder.
That would be hilarious.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I thought about it. I'm saying
you had it measured out.
Say I wanted to do that, or say I wanted to dye it, or say I wanted to do something where a fro hawk, anything.
A fro hawk?
Now's the time, mid-30s. If you don't get it in, before you know it, you're not working with much. It's just that little piece up top right in the front.
Steve, technology has changed. They have man wigs now. I seen it on Facebook. It's man wigs. you just set it on your head. One of them has waves, and you just set it on. You just set it and forget it. Like that, it works just like that. I saw one with braids.
Mike, I just want you to understand something. The hair goes, I go.
Go where?
I don't know. This is turning into a therapy session. What are you doing to me?
You know, I'm telling you, you Italian guys, you don't have to keep putting all that lotion and stuff in it. They have an Italian one, and it's already ready. You just get up and you put it on. It tapes them. It's a lace front, and you just set it up right there in front. It's like a fitted. You just pop it right on, and you can go.
My barber made me. He found out that he's an Italian guy. He found out that my gel, the gel I was using, he went ballistic. He went, "Are you out of your mind? Why would you put that shit in your head? Are you crazy?" So he puts me on to a new gel.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Crew.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's
$28 for a bottle.
Yeah, you
come on. It does the same. He's saying it's healthier for the head.
Yeah, it's a little. It's not
tin, healthier for my pocket and my nerves.
Choices. You want to keep your hair or you want to keep your money? Make a choice.
Hey, let me tell you something. The older you get, the more you got to prioritize, man.
Found it funny too. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I thought it was funny what you brought up the other day. How you were like, you got a son, and you weren't an athlete. So eventually, and how old's your son again? He's 4.
3.
He's 3. So in the next 3 years, he's gonna want daddy to start throwing the baseball and swinging the bat. You don't want to be that uncoordinated father, bro.
We're working on getting my fiance a side dude for that. Like that's gonna be. It takes a village to raise a kid. You know what I mean? You heard the saying. I wanted to get it this winter to help with this snow. This was some bullshit. I said, you ain't got nobody on the side? What about the back? It was horrible. Shish. But yeah, man, that's one thing. I don't want him to be like me, but what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I can teach him what I know, but it's really not gonna help.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or you could be like me and be the one the type of like father that I played in every sport, but I was either mediocre or on the bench in every at anything I tried to attempt. I was, and I tried.
You tried.
Like I went out there, I was serious, I was in the zone, I looked like an athlete. Then you give me the basketball. Why'd he throw it in the stands? What is he doing? And I'm dead serious. I'm like going to like high five my teammates, and they're just like walking away from me. Yeah, and years ago, you know what's funny about that? Years ago, you would get teased about stinking in sports just amongst your crew of friends. Now, if someone videos you and you're messing up, you're going to get teased internationally.
Everybody can see.
It could go viral.
Everybody can see.
Maybe that's how we can get the podcast to go viral.
That's how we do it. We give Steve a basketball. That'll get us. That'll get us everywhere we need to be.
No, we got to give you a basketball from what I'm hearing.
Oh.
You just said you're bad at
everything other black people do. I can dunk. I'll bring a step ladder out there. No problem. I got everything I need.
We were talking. But I'm saying you were saying you weren't into sports.
I'm not. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, video games. Maybe you'll learn off the video games.
Yeah, and then he'll be shaped like me at 9.
Hey, you're getting married. It must be working.
You got to get kids out of the house, dude. See, that's the other thing that I don't agree with that's becoming common in society. You can't be trapped in onto your computer and playing video games all the time. What were we doing when we were 10 years old? We were out and we were fist fighting and we were we were doing bad shit, then getting punished. Your punishment was getting stuck in. Now kids want to be stuck in. They don't want to go out.
You got to punish them by putting them out. We're giving eviction notices to kids.
What is going on in the world?
But then it doesn't help now. Now that COVID was forcing them in the house, now they're they're learning in their pajamas. Like my kids don't even get dressed. They put on a shirt for school. That's it. No bottoms, nothing. My one kid, she's too tech savvy. She took a picture of herself looking like she's learning, and it's a screensaver that the teacher sees, and it's just a couple of poses like she's thinking. I couldn't even get mad. It was pretty genius. It was pretty ingenious. But
see that she's learning something. You can't.
She did learn something.
That's great.
Oh, it was so hilarious. Another thing that had me cracking up. She was on school. It was like a Zoom type of thing, and somehow these other kids from other schools are able to hack into the system and be in there and take over the class, and they're muting the teacher and putting curse words on the screen and everything, and deleting out the teachers and all this, and the teachers have no idea what to do because she teaches language arts, so she has no idea what to do with the tech situation.
No,
it's hilarious.
The best virtual learning story I heard since the pandemic. You ready for this? You ready? You're not even going to believe this. I'm not going to disclose the person's name. Okay, they might be somebody that tunes in and watches a supporter of the show. So I have a friend that's a teacher. They said they were teaching a class virtually, and the grade is like fourth or third grade, and they're all in the Zoom. They're on the Zoom chat, and she's getting ready to teach, and the kid says, "Grandma, you have to help me. I can't see them." And then all you hear in the background is, "I can't. I'm constipated." Wait a second. And then all the kids start asking the teacher, "What does constipated mean?" She says, "It means you're focused."
That's when they start muting the kids. They can mute them.
I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I feel
We would have
bad.
took full advantage of that. If I was in school and it was on, oh my God, that would have been the best.
Has to be so easy to cheat, right?
Right? You Google on the side screen. Like you Google all the answers on the side screen. It's amazing. Oh, it would have been great.
Yeah,
but now it's going to be bad because now, like, what are these kids going to do for friends?
When I cheated, I didn't cheat very often, by the way.
Liar.
But we used to do, the paper would be in the palm of your hand, or you would do it on your lap. Now thinking back, that was so dumb. That was so dumb. Unless the teacher wants, they want to cheat, let them cheat. Unless they're fine with it, you got to come up with smarter ways. Don't act like you never cheated on a test, Mike.
Oh, I cheated, bro. I had plan A, B, and C for cheating. I did have the cheat sheet that I would have under like I would have it with me, have it under my sleeve or something like that.
Under the sleeve.
And if I couldn't get that, I always sat next to an Asian kid. That's not racist. That's just smart. I'd have an Asian kid on one side and if possible, an Indian kid somewhere else.
And why can't the kid be Italian, Mike?
Name me an Italian scientist.
Dr. Fauci. Oh! Oh, look at that, Brian.
Galileo.
Oh, look at that.
That's a real person?
Huh?
That's a real person?
Who?
Fauci.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I never heard of.
Where have you been the last year? Are
Never
you
heard
serious?
He has no idea. He's dead serious.
You really don't know who Dr. Fauci is?
No, who's that?
Jesus Christ. You ever call me dumb? Ever again?
What do
again?
you mean?
You are getting exposed, bro.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the little guy from New York. Oh, that's you. The one that got fired. That's the one, right? The one that Trump fired?
He didn't get. I don't think he got fired.
Oh my God.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just trying to take away your one scientist that you got. That's all I was trying to do.
How do you feel about Galileo, Mike? Galileo.
Oh, now we're gonna test you. You want to break bulls? You ready for?
I'm trying to help you out here. I'm like 100 for 4, trying to give you some material here. You're not taking advantage. But for real though, I mean, think about it. No one ever says cheat off the Italian guy. Like you never heard that really.
Yeah, you call
Right.
the Italian once you get caught cheating to handle the situation.
There you go. It's a position for everybody. That's all I'm saying. It's a position for everybody.
I like the one time I got caught. I got in trouble. They wanted to send me to summer school in high school, and my dad comes up there and he goes, "All right, what's the problem?" And the teacher's like, "Well, your son, he's acting up." Yeah, that's what kids do. And the guy was kind of like, "Yeah, that is what kids. Are we got a problem here?" Oh man.
Bullying.
Yeah, that's
Number
unfortunate.
one bully.
Unfortunately, that's one of the stereotypes. But I don't know, man. This was cool to do this like this again, and hopefully,
I think I'm kind of getting used to it. It's pretty good. I still like it, face to face. But this is still cool. I like this. This is good. This is still good. Just in case you catch the COVID or something, and I don't have to catch it with you, I can just do it like this. This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
no, bro. We went through a lot of aggravation to decorate this place. This can't be just me. Come on.
I still didn't bring my Tupac picture. I'm waiting on Amazon to come in and put my Tupac above your boy there on your left.
Yeah, make it happen, bro.
Pretty good. Oh, and the Laughing Fox. We should put another Laughing Fox poster up there. Let 'em
yeah.
work out at.
We had a shirt, but no, I'll hit them up this week. Try and get a sign up. But ball breaking with Mike and Steve. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Facebook. That's our episode. Thank you.
Next time.